Hello Year 2. Today it's lesson 2 of block coding, and hopefully you've had some help or you've remembered how to get to the right page on Espresso for you to work through the block coding level 2 unit. Remember last week you did the refresher level. If you didn't do that last week, you might want to start there. So if you haven't burst the bubbles or completed Royal Chase or Magic Castle, then I advise you to do that today, because then you'll be ready to move on to the lesson on Red Riding Hood. So most of you hopefully did complete last week's refresher level and are ready for some lessons on different sorts of inputs. Okay, so what are we going to do today? Well, in the lesson on Red Riding Hood, we're going to learn to write code that uses the keyboard as an input device, using key press events to make Red Riding Hood move in different directions and stop. If you complete the Red Riding Hood activity, please feel free to move on to the next lesson today, Key to the Race, where you get to build an animal racing scene. I'm sure you'll enjoy that, children. Okay, I'm going to take you through the first steps of Red Riding Hood to make sure you understand how to start off. Okay, and remember there's always a help video that explains what you're going to learn in the lesson. So we watch that first and we'll have a good idea of what's expected.
In this lesson, we're going to guide Little Red Riding Hood through the forest, using the keys on our keyboard. To do this, we need a key press event. A key press event tells us that something will happen when we press a specific key on the keyboard. So this code says that when we press the A key, Little Red Riding Hood will move to the left. We will add new key press events with different keys to make her move to the right, up and down. We also want her to stop, but we have no spare key. We can add a key, for instance the spacebar, by clicking on the plus above the stage, and then key. The key that we select will then be available when we click on the 3 dots in the key press event. In the final step, we can choose our own keys to make Little Red Riding Hood find her way. Can you help her through the deep dark wood?
I'm sure you're all going to successfully help her through the deep dark wood. And I'm going to try the first event. I'm going to try and follow the first instructions. So when you have finished watching the video, make sure that you're on view all here, because then you get to see your instructions. You get to work on your code. You get to then see your design when you press the run key. And if you need the video again, it's over here. Okay. If you can't read the instruction yourself, and today the first instruction, my first instruction is make Red Riding Hood move left when the A key is pressed. That's a capital A on your keyboard. If you can't read that and you've got no one to read it to you, you can press the loudspeaker button here and listen.
Make Red Riding Hood move left when the A key is pressed.
Okay, so it'll be read for you. And then have a little go at putting the code in. Let's see if I can be successful at this. Okay, so I move my code into position. Yeah, and then I'm going to press the run key. And remember, it says make Red Riding Hood move left when the A key is pressed. So I need to press the A key or she's not going to move straight away. So I press run and then I'm going to press the A key on my keyboard, capital A. And watch her, she runs to the left. Off you go, Red Riding Hood. To stop her, I need to press the stop key here. But you're going to devise some code as you go through this lesson that will enable that to happen too. So to move on to the next step, you're going to press the green arrow key at the top here, and you'll get your next set of instructions, more code to input, and then again you're going to run that code. I'm going to leave you now to finish that lesson, and as I say, if you want to move on to the next one, feel free to do so today. I hope you have fun, children.